Hi friends, in this video what I am going to explain is I already created VLAN and DHCP, all those things, as I told in previous video. So now we have four different networks, two networks in one router, and these two networks 3.0 and 4.0 with one directly connected to router. So in this part we created sub interfaces, and we can able to communicate, and we can able to get the DHCP address. Here you can see 3.51 like that. So everything configurations is done. So in this remaining thing is we need to enable the OSPF, and we need to communicate from 1.0 network to 3.0 network and 4.0 network. So for communicating these two routers, we are going to enable the routing protocol, that is OSPF. I am going to configure in this. Okay, OSPF configuration I am going to enable to communicate each other. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to enable those ports, and we need to I will go this router. Okay, let me go this router first. Just I will enable, then config terminal, then interface fast ethernet is 0/1, right? So here also in router each port is one broadcast domain. So until here this is done. So for communicating this also we need one network here. So just I will use one network called 10.0. I will use 10.0.2/30. So if you have doubt in this /30, then you need to know the subnetting. Okay, so here I am just taking two IPs. Here this interface I am going to assign as 10.1, and here I am going to assign as 10.2. okay, so just we will enable and we will assign the IP address. So just I entered into that, and I am assigning the IP address. No, we need to give no shutdown, the port still downstate. So because opposite side is also downstate, that's what not enabled. Okay, so now just we will assign the IP address of that 10.0.0.1 255.255.255.252, right? Then end, just copy running config, startup config. Okay, then we will enter into this router, right? Then we will just enable, then already we enabled config terminal, just interface fast ethernet is 0/1, then IP address 192 10.0.0.2 255.255.255.252. okay, then no shutdown, yeah, then end, just copy running config, startup config. So now both side we enabled this, right? So now we are going to enable the OSPF routing protocol from each this router. Okay, so now first I will enable from this router. Just carefully watch, just 2-3 lines command for enabling OSPF. Just router OSPF, then put question mark. If you put the question mark, you can come to know what the remaining commands yet is there. Okay, so here what it is asking, process ID. So just we will give 1, right? Then we are inside this OSPF routing configuration. So I gave, then what we need to give is we need to mention the network, what are the networks directly connected to this router. So here we have 3 networks directly connected here. So what are the networks is network 192.168.1.0 255.255.255.0. so incomplete command it is saying. Let me check what it is showing it. So still it is asking something. So put command ospf wildcard mask. Yeah, here this is subnet mask, right? So we need to give the wildcard mask. What is that wildcard mask? Is opposite of subnet mask. What is the opposite of subnet mask? Is 0.0.0.255. So now I think you know, you came to know what is that wildcard mask, right? Still it is showing. Then here one more thing also we need to mention. So here we need to mention area. So just we will use area 1 for all the places. So then one more network. Okay, just we will use the up arrow mark, no. Then 2.0 series is directly connected. Then network 10 dot series also it's connected, no. So 0.0.0 then 0.0.0.3, right? How this 3 you know, that is nothing but subnet mask we gave 252, no, last time. So that remaining 3, that 3 we given here. So here also I will use area 1. Okay, so that's all. Just you need to enable the OSPF router, OSPF process ID. Then you need to mention what are the networks directly connected to that router. Okay, just 3 networks it's connected. We mentioned 1.0, 2.0 and 10.0. Just we will end and we will copy the command, right? Then we will enter into this. Then same thing, just config terminal interface fast ethernet 0/1. Okay, so we already done that, no, we already enabled it, so we no need to enter interface. Just we will exit. Just we will enable the routing routing protocol OSPF process ID 1. Then directly network connected is 192.168.3.0 0.0.0.255. So here also area. What happened? See here we did mistake, no. 3.0 then 0.0.0.255 then area 1, right? Same 4.0 also directly connected. Then network 10.0.0.0 0.0.0.3 then area 1, right? Then n, just copy the configuration. Very simple enabling this. So now you can see from this network means 1.0 to 3.0 you can communicate, 4.0 you can communicate. So what this dynamic protocol OSPF, you have 2 more protocols also. One more is AIGRP and another one is RIP. That also I will teach you. This 3 dynamic routing protocol I will take you in one video completely, and which protocol works if we enable 3 and what is the priority, in which priority it is working. So everything I will show you. So just you can see here the configurations. Show routing protocol. Yeah, sorry, that command is called show IP routing. Yeah, you will get here, right? See, you can see here the C is nothing but which router we are in we are in this router, no, router 2. So he see directly 10.0 is directly connected and 1.0 is using OS. This O means OSPF protocol is working, right? So still you have EIGRP you have, and RIP you have. That and all I will cover in one more thing. And you have static routing also. If you enable static routing, then you will get here yes. So see here, 10.0 is directly connected, and 3.0 is directly connected, and 4.0 is directly connected, and 1.0 and 2.0 is connected through OSPF protocol. So you can see here, and you can see the AD value of OSPF is 110 here. So that AD value and all I will let you know in another video, and I will cover complete this dynamic routing protocols AGRP, OSPF and RIP in one video. Okay, so hope you got some good idea about the routing protocol, and this previous video I created the VLANs and DHCPs, all those things. So just to go through this video. Thanks for watching this video. Keep on watching, and I hope I will keep on posting Cisco Packet Racer practicing CCNA topics. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.